in this video, I get rear-ended in Beat the Meta. And everybody just has to go left, right, and straight off the circuit. What's going on? Hello everyone, and welcome back to Beat the Meta, where you can see I am in a Lamborghini Huracan. That's right, I'm doing the Lamborghini now this week. Oh my word, this has been a hard week. Oh, Beat the Meta here at Road Atlanta in Group 4. I did not realize how strong this Subaru actually is. It is unbelievable. But let's see what happens in this first race. Remember, we do 5 races with the car. Let's see if we can beat the Meta. Anyway, into turn 1 we go. It looks all fairly normal and fine as we head up the hill for the first time and in towards this right-hander. This car, a little bit screwed at the top of the hill. You do have to be careful there as we then head down the hill, and you see that long train of cars. Lots of Subarus, as I say. That is the Meta car this week. I did say it was a GTR originally, but yeah, the Subaru is better as we get it all sorts of wrong there. Understeer, just out breaking ourselves there, and unfortunately that is going to cost us a penalty, which we will see right about now. Yeah, 0.5 penalty there, but it doesn't cost too much because there is lots of fighting going on ahead. If you see in the distance there, 3 wide through the right-hander, never works, ever works. As you see, somebody is off. Who is that? That's off. Oh, it's Uncle Bob. Now, we've seen Uncle Bob previously there as we go into turn 1. And let's have a look through this right-hander as we head up to the top of the hill again in towards the braking zone. A little bit squirrely here. You notice the car get a little bit of a wiggle on there. Have to be very careful. But we do get past Uncle Bob at least as we continue on down the hill. Oh, a bit of a tag there between 2 of them. Oh, 3 wide. What's going on here? So we go past the Subaru with the very nice livery, I must say. But my word, 3 wide into that corner. Not very wise, if I do say so myself. So we are making some ground here, and we're not losing too much there as Dino looks defensive, goes back to the racing line. There's a slight tap there. Apologies there to Dino for that. But Dino is keeping that position for now in towards the braking zone we go. Dino goes a little bit deep here. Going to try to run out the corner. Right, let's see how fast the Lambo is versus the Subaru. Now, we had a bit of a better exit there. We're starting to line up versus the Subaru then, which is faster. And it looks like the Subaru initially is faster. Remember, it's better at cornering as well. That Subaru absolutely dominant here, honestly. When I was doing the time trial, I was like, what on earth is this? However, Timosius behind gives me a bit of a bump draft. Thank you, Timosius. So, yeah, we go up another place here in towards the braking zone. We go up into P13 now, which is good for us. So, we are gaining places. We know we can at least race here as we go defensive then to stop Dino coming back past us here. Through the right we go then to start lap number 3. And we're going to go defensive here. We do not want anybody on our inside as we head towards turn. We're going to have to brake a bit earlier here as well, just to make sure we do not go wide and head to the realms and meet barrier. Anyway, we continue on here. We got, oh my god, it's 80 up ahead then as we head in towards the braking zone then, trying to get it stopped. Through we go, and we continue on up the hill. Somebody is off there, the German driver. I'm going to try and pronounce that name. Oh, bad rejoin there. We hit it's 80 as well, but 80 stays on, thankfully, here as we continue on through. Apologizes there, gets a 3-second penalty. I get a 2-second penalty. Then he slows down. Then all sorts of chaos ensues, and I nearly flipped the car. I got hit so hard behind. That penalty now going up, and up. It's now 7.5 seconds. Yeah, that's not the way I wanted this race to go in any stretch of the imagination. And it all started with that bad rejoin. The bad rejoin was the problem there. Why on earth you'd rejoin like that, I don't know. You need to slow the car down. Wait for cars to go by if you need to. Oh, 80 apologizes there as well. I'm not sure whether they're trying to get out of the way or not. But yeah, we got absolutely, rear-ended and nearly flipped there. But unfortunately, you can't flip an online race. But 32 seconds down on the leader there. We have a lot of work to do here if we're going to win this race. So we get a 24.6 then in terms of time trial. Puts us in P12 as we get going here in towards this race. So I won't show you the rolling start every single time as always because you don't want to watch 5 of them. The German driver who had a bad rejoin last time right in front of us again. So we're going to have to look at see if we can overtake them. Through the right we go. What can we do here? Can we overtake this German? Can we get up into the top 10 at least? Long train of cars then as we head down the hill here and up again in towards this left-hander we go. And we're looking to get the job done. Ooh, is that going to be a penalty? That was very close to the track limits there. Very, very, very close to track limits. As we continue towards the right-hander then here. And looking to see if we can make a move here. Not quite. As we go again into the second part of that double right-hander. Right, okay, Subaru in a slipstream versus Lamborghini in a slipstream. Who is the winner? Well, at the moment, it looks like the Subaru. My word, does it go. Have you seen that? That's insane. The gap just opened up there. But here we go. We're coming back at them here then as we head down towards this chicane. Big overtaking possibilities here. However, we're too far back. We really are. The German, though, goes for the move down the inside. Gets it all sorts of wrong. Absolutely piles into. I'm not sure who that was. Then Red Fox. We're going to get 2 positions. Happy days. I mean, we gained from it, but that German having a hurried old time here in race B as we continue on through then, and we're looking to try and get past the Dutchman up ahead. And it's Shadow, but with their nickname on, of course. We have nicknames on if you're wondering what's happening here. In towards break-ins, and we go. They go a little bit too deep. Lots of oversteer here. Believe it or not, that's the fastest way to do this corner in time trial. Proper go for the oversteer and let the car just grip with that four-wheel drive system. As we come into here, we just make sure we don't cut it. We do not want to cut it there because that is a penalty if we do. As we head down the hill now, a big train of cars in the distance. That's because somebody else is doing beat the meta there. They're not in the meta car, but you'll see that. Oh, we've got completely off there. We completely oversteered off. Yeah, got that completely wrong. What can we say? And now we have the Portuguese driver behind then looking to get the move done. We didn't get a penalty though there, fortunately. So thank you, Gran Turismo. At least you saw that that was a bit slow. As we go into the second right-hander then. And you can just see in the distance, it's a Bugatti Veyron. Now, the Portuguese driver, I want to give them a shout-out here. Very smart driving. Just literally get as close as they can with the penalty, and then we continue on. So we're getting a bit closer to that Bugatti Veyron. That is heat on 93. Oh, well, before we get to that, we've just gone around the outside of Shadow there. My word, that was a scary, scary move. But we get the job done then up into P9 as we go through the left then. Heat on 93. Next up, let's see what we can do here then. Oh, in fact, they're going for a move on. Uncle Bob's done it wrong. Got a penalty there. And well, hopefully we can get 2 positions here then. Because I'm not sure how fast that Bugatti is around this circuit. Let's find out. In towards the right-hander we go. We're very close to Bob. Let's keep in this slipstream there. Oh, no, we can't. Bob's just got a bit slower there. We need to pull back in quick. Tidge, get in. There we go. We are in. Let's see what we can do. So they're part of Apex Hunter Racing, Uncle Bob. Right, okay. Bob takes the penalty, goes off the racing line. Fair play. Good sportsmanship stuff. And we've got a good run here on heat on 93, heading down towards the chicane then. What can we do here? And we're easily passed. My word, that Bugatti is quite slow. Oh, somebody's binned it behind as well. Oh, they kept it on. Fair play with that rejoin, my word. They did well to recover that one. A bit better than the German did earlier on. Right, we advance over on lap 4 now of this second race. In towards breakers, there we go. We've got lots of action in the distance. Who's that? We've got Electric TSL. They're very close to the French driver. Oh, they've gone off. Oh, they've binned it as well. Up another 2 positions. P5, we're P12 to P5 right now. And in with a shot of a podium. In fact, we are indeed, because Sparks has got a penalty up in the distance. What can we do here? We've got Mario Sonic as well, straight in front of us here. Sparks stays towards that left-hand side. That's us up into P4. We've had a really good race here. Really missed some of the drama. Really capitalized on it. Been very opportunistic. So maybe this beat the meta is actually on, folks. Maybe it's on. Anyway, through the right-hander we go. Sparks gets an insane run. And the Subaru is so strong at that corner. It is unreal how strong the Subaru is. As we go through the right-hander. So Sparks regains that position. As we head on to the last lap. I'm looking if I can scare Sparks into turn 1. Then in we go. But Sparks is not scared. Well, maybe a little bit scared, actually. Slight tap there. Sparks slows it down very nicely. Keeping that position for now as we head to the top of the hill. And in towards that braking zone then. And it's status quo for now as we go through that left-hander. We're going to head down the hill. Can we overtake Sparks and Mario Sonic? Could we do the 2 for 1 at any point? Let's see then. In towards this left we go. Can we get it turned in? Oh, we understeered a bit there. Sparks absolutely nailed that. He really did. However, we don't get a 2 for 1 and it just stays status quo. But even so, P12 to P5. I'll take that in this race. I really will. But I need to improve my lap time. Let's jump to that next race right now. Okay, here we go then, folks. I'd upgraded my time a 124.433, and we still started P12. But I did have a look, and we'd have only gained 1 place in the previous race. But it was still frustrating because I was pushing to my limits at this point in this car. I was like, oh my word, there's not that much more time on the table. The maximum time I could see an alien doing is a 23. Oh my word, oh my word, that was so close. Fair play to the Portuguese driver behind. They managed to get it stopped as well. But yeah, as I was saying, the maximum time I can see for the Lamborghini is a 123.9, maybe with a super alien. Maybe a 123.8 if it's like Mikhail or somebody. But yeah, I was getting worried at this point. Anyway, we're going to continue on with the racing as it is starting to look a bit sketchy, if I do say so myself. So we'll leave that corner. We're behind Shadow again. There's a penalty in the distance for somebody. I can't see who that is. Shadow's going left and right here. As let's see what happened. They've got the hazards on, so I'm going to go to the left. Red Fox is the one with the penalty. They got taken out in the previous race, if you remember. We're going to go down the outside. Then we just leave enough space there for Shadow to go by. In towards the braking zone we go. P10, happy days. 2 positions in 1 straight. So we're looking forward again in the Lamborghini. So we know it's possible to race the Subaru, okay, as we advance further on here. We know it's possible to race. Oh, no, Azam's gone there. That's going to be another place, surely. Where are they going to come back on? That's a much safer rejoin. See, that German driver earlier on, that's how you rejoin in that situation. Anyway, lap number 3. And again, what's going to happen? Oh, we've got a spinner. We've got a spinner-rooney. Oh, but we saw them off earlier on as well when they were racing electric TSL. What's going on here? But we've gained a place. Oh, somebody else. Sparks is off. Everybody's off. Oh, Uncle Bob's off. Sparks is a bit everywhere now. I think Sparks is waiting for Uncle Bob. And Todd's got off. That's another 2 positions. Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob's gone. Oh, he actually quit there. Or got reset. I'm not sure which. Reset. It still says 16 cars. We're up into P5. I have no idea how we've done this. We've gone from P12 to P5 in 3 laps by avoiding all the mistakes. We did get a penalty there. Are we going to get overtaken again? Patrick had a penalty in the distance. That was a 1-second penalty for them. Anton not close enough here as we head down here. So we're going to keep P5. And we're looking at P4, maybe even P3 there. Oh, what was that? Was somebody hit? I heard a crash, but I didn't see it. Anyway, we continue on. And we've had to lap number 6 where nothing really changed here. I was slowly catching Patrick, but nothing major happened. And I kind of figured I need to improve here. 24.9 there at the end. So a bit of slipstream helped us out. And yeah, P5 for us here in this race. So not too shabby. The whole point is we need to beat the meta. So I put in about an hour and a half of time. And then this is actually the following day. A 1:24.290 I'm on now. The fastest time globally in a Huracan is a 1:24.0. So, you know, we're pushing our limits here. I couldn't get any quicker. However, we continue in this race then, starting in P6, which does mean we've got, you know, if we go with the same amount of positions we gained last time, we've got a shot here. We've got a really good shot. We've got Delamere up ahead. We've got Lev as well. Lev Streams, of course, if you want to check Lev out. As we continue on up here then in towards the left. And continue on. Oh, Delamere, that's going to be a penalty. That's way too wide there on that corner. Or maybe not. Oh, there we go. There we go. I was like, what? How did you get away with that? But no, you didn't get away with it. Oh, lots of oversteer now. Understeer as well, just because of dirt on those tyres. Let's get around here quick. We've got Ice-T behind here, pushing on as well, looking very quick indeed. We're in that slipstream, though. So let's stay in that slipstream. Let's keep this position. We've seen a side-by-side. Oh, no, Delamere, come back. Come back, Delamere. This side. You want the non-meta car with a slipstream. Oh, no. Oh, dear. So we're trying to run Ice-T quite tight here as we head down towards the chicane then. Can we get it stopped in time? Oh, we do indeed. Looks like we're going to keep this. Now, Ice-T trying to hang it around the outside. Oh! Now, I will say this. That is more my fault than Ice-T's there. Ice-T was still there and alongside, and I think I was just cutting him up a little bit too much there as we've got somebody else on our inside here. Oh, it's Delamere! Delamere's back. We've got TCR_ barrier in the distance here. Oh, not in distance. Very close, actually. Into the braking zone we go. We slightly tapped them as we went into here. Oh! And I was thinking about it so much I then didn't slow down enough, and then I had to wait for them anyway. And they actually get reset here, so I was just waiting for them to come back on, and then they could go. It is my fault. I rear-ended them. We'll have a bit of a more look at that after the races, of course, just to see what I could have done differently. I was just very close there. I did brake at the braking zone. I should maybe braked a bit earlier. Lots of cars around me. Yeah, it is what it is. Apologies to Sir Barrier, and we continue on. They thought it was their fault, but no, I'm the car behind, remember? I'm the car behind. It's up to me to... Oh, now that's their fault. That's their fault, so I can go by. But yeah, if it's the car behind, in terms of racing, it's their fault if they hit you, irrespective. So we're going to continue on with the racing then, and yeah. Oh, hello, where you go? Track goes left, mate, not right, left. It's not a short circuit. Anyway, we gain a position here. I'm actually getting into the thick of the action here again. Maybe we could get a top 10 out of this race, which would be unbelievable to say of that massive incident. Up into P13 we go then, and then we continue on here as we head to turn 1. Ooh, Manchilla with a penalty, or Manichilla. It reminds me of Mankini for some reason. No idea why. Anyway, down the low. Oh, they saw me at the last second there. Let's continue on with the racing then. We survive it as we head down the hill here. Down the hill. What can we do then? And back up we go. And we're just stuck behind him at the moment. Trying to get a run out the corner maybe. Let's see. Oh, they've understeered off here. Oh, Oh, we just tapped the rear end there. That's a bit frustrating. So, yes, we lose a bit more time on this race. This race really did. It was just like a frustrating race. It was just like, oh, Marco's got a bit deep here. Right, there's a penalty in the distance. It's the last lap. What can we do here? Oh, no, Marco, go quicker. Go quicker in the GT. We need to be in 1 second window to beat Morgan in P10. At least we've got P11 here as we go through the right-hander. We're going to head towards the line. Did we get it? No! Oh, dear me. It was a very, very, very frustrating race, this one. It really was. And at this point, I was like, I can't really improve that much more on the time trial without spending hours and hours and hours. So we're starting in P6 once again on that 24.290. What can we do here then, the final race? Fortunately, a few of them decided to go in different cars, which is kind of nice. Gives me an opportunity here. We still have to overtake a Subaru. We've got IC behind, who we saw was very fast early on. Let's see what we can do then. In towards the right we go. And continue on out of that corner, round left. Oh, they've gone a bit wide there. And I was like, oh, no, not again. No, please do not bin this corner. They settle it down here, and then in towards the braking zone we go. And they really slow down on that curve. They really slow down, and then they go off. Now, here's an interesting one. And at the time, I just thought it was completely their fault because they didn't then continue to brake. They just accelerated through the corner to maybe take that penalty. So I didn't let off. Oh, I'm not going to wait for them at the penalty line. Now, should I have done that? I don't know. I'm going to review it after this. I've not seen the replay. I'm going to look at the replay afterwards and just see their inputs. But yes, if they decided to brake a bit more, then maybe. But they were so slow into that point. Very slow. Very unusual braking. It confused me. It's still technically, right, reviewing it now, my fault, looking at this race. But we go past 2 of them there who had a penalty. So we're going to get involved in this race again. We'll talk about the penalty afterwards when we review it. And in towards turn 1 we go. And look what we've got ahead. We've got a Hyundai, an SLS, and a Porsche. We've got a chance here, folks. So we've overtaken the Subaru that we needed to overtake. Let's see what we can do. Now, the German is right behind me in terms of penalties, so they haven't really lost anything. They're still in the fight here as we continue on through. Oh, left, where you go? Where are you going there, left, my word? As we go through this left-hander and continue on through that corner. We lost a bit of time there, but they're in a big battle here. As we head towards that right-hander then, what can we do? And not much so far. The Porsche's on the inside of, I think they're in an SLS there in the distance. I know how slow that SLS is. I've driven that here when we did the manufacturer series. We continue on out of there. The Genesis going towards the right-hand side. And at this point, I was like, I've got to go for this. If I'm going to win, I've got to go for this move. I need to find a way to make this 3 wide. Oh, yes, a little gap opens up towards that left-hand side of that Porsche. Here we go then, folks. Look at that radar. 3 wide then, headed down towards the chicane. I'm on the inside here. I'm going to have to get this right, otherwise it's all my fault. Anyway, the Porsche gets it all wrong here. We do manage to get it stopped. The Porsche hits Delamere there, and then they get a tap from the rear, which forces them to get a boost of speed, which is why I hit them. But you're not, your eyes are not deceiving you here, folks. We are P1. We are P1! We are P1 in this race. What is going on here then? We are P1 in this race. Got the Subaru behind then. Here we go. In towards turn 1 we go. They're definitely on a pad behind because there's lots of flashing going on where you really push down hard with the turn. We advance lap 3 then. And here we go on to lap number 4. But look at this behind then. The Subarus are going to start battling each other. Go on, battle each other. Slow each other down. That's what I want. That's what I want to see as we go into turn 1 then. And, oh, they've slowed each other down a lot then. In towards the break-ins. There we go. Come on, Tidge. Get this right. We advance further on. Let's look at that rear view. They both have a penalty. They both have a penalty. They both have a penalty, folks. My word. So we advanced to lap 6. Ice-T was catching, absolutely catching, flying with 24s. Oh, we've done it. We beat the meta in the Huracan. We beat it. Oh, I'm so happy. We finally beat the damn meta, the Subaru WRX. Oh, this was so frustrating. I can't tell you how frustrated I was because there's not that much time more in the Lamborghini, and the Subaru is so dominant here. It's so dominant. It's unbelievable how dominant that car is. You look at the time trials. I'm in the 300s in terms of the time trials. I can't get any further, but I can if I put hours and hours and hours and hours and hours in him. If that makes any sense. But yeah, it was difficult. But we've done it. We beat the meta. Happy days. And I do hope you've enjoyed this video, folks. But before we disappear, we do need to have a look at some of the incidents. Let's do that now. Okay, first incident. Now, this is that 3 wide we saw in the distance. Let's have a look at this. A full throttle. Oh, come on. You have to lift a little bit. You're 3 wide. What are you doing? Oh, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. You have to lift if it's 3 wide. You can't just force everybody off the circuit. I don't know. Right, okay, here we have the German then that we saw. Oh, this is actually the off then. Here we go. So they're off. Oh, no, don't do full throttle. Oh, see, you don't do this. That's obviously caused an incident. Do not do full throttle. Back onto the track. Carefully come onto the track and you'll be fine. And then obviously we're going to see that massive incident in the distance there and see the Lamborghini head off to the realms. Oh my word, let's look at it from Dino's perspective then. So Dino was the one behind me here. Going into this right-hander. Dino slows down nicely right behind me. We head over to the left-hand side. Hazards on from AD. And then just, the brakes go on and then I go... I get completely airborne there. Nothing Dino could have done. Dino actually got 4-second penalty for that as well. Right, here's the German who made that lunge down the inside. Got it completely wrong. Took out Red Fox here. But again, I will show, good bad parts here. Good sportsmanship from the German driver. Waits for Red Fox and also gets 4-second penalty. So their race ruined. However, they did wait up, which is fair play to them. Right, we've got Electric TSL here. So on their own at the moment into the chicane. The French driver comes from... Well, I mean, they made the apex, so arguably okay, but they hit them. It looked like a bit of a revenge run off the track there, but yeah, it's up into the barrier. Oh, no, 1.5 second penalty. French driver continues on there. A bit of a weird one, that one. Obviously, they'll be able to answer themselves. They do watch some of the videos, so yeah, let us know in the comments. Now we have Sparks. This was another big incident that happened. So coming into here, Patrick keeps his foot to the floor, and yeah, 2 people go around. So then everybody recovers here. Sparks down the left-hand side in towards here. Patrick then just foot to the floor. It sort of runs Sparks off. Sparks full throttle back on. Very dangerous. Taps Uncle Bob again. Don't do full throttle back on circuit. Now realizes the mistake. Tries to avoid everybody. I go clean on through there. Good Lamborghini. And then Uncle Bob does get that reset from cutting the inside a bit too much. So yeah, lots of carnage in that one. Right, the incident with Ice-T and myself then. So in we go. And Ice-T does hang it around the outside. Yeah, that is... Yep, on me there, 100%. Ice-T does not need to wait up in any way, shape, or form. That was a fair move by Ice-T, and I just cut them up a bit too much. So, yeah, hands up with that one. Bad driving from myself. And then we also rear-ended SUBARU R here. Now, coming into here, I have watched it from SUBARU R's perspective as well. Coming into here, I broke at the right spot, and then the Subaru's brakes are just that bit too good. And unfortunately, I hit them. It is my mistake, of course, because I'm the car behind. But yeah, a little less on my full. And that's one of the things that I've found actually reviewing this. That the Subaru's brakes are so good, which is why Ice-T cut me up in the chicane. Going into here, you can see I'm slowing down, and suddenly the Subaru clean on the brakes really quickly there. And yeah, slight tap. So not a huge amount I could have done there. But again, was it my fault? Should I have waited at the penalty line? Coming through here, though, looking at it from their perspective, they just keep their foot to the floor a little bit and carry on. So I'm going to argue no. And yeah, more of a racing incident personally looking at the replay there. So I don't think I should have waited in that situation because they didn't exactly not lift. They just went full throttle and continued on. Right, here's the 3 wide then. Look how scary this was. Just enough space for everybody here. Down in towards the chicane we go then. Electric TSL just gets it wrong there into Delamere. And then they get the bump from behind from left. So that's what caused contact with me and Electric there. And as we go up here, that's where we get the position. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it, folks. We did beat the meta. Hooray, finally. Very frustrating one for me. Honestly, I can't tell you how frustrating it was. If you did like this video, please do get a like. Subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with all the latest content, both Gran Turismo and Assetto Corsa Competizione. But that is it for me, folks. I do hope you've enjoyed it. And thank you once again. And I hope to see you in another video or live stream very soon.